Everyone, and welcome to Double Digit Secrets. You're going to get our exact protocols, how we help our clients go from 150, 140, 130 kilos to the double digits. You'll get our exact secrets on how we help our clients achieve all their goals. So sit back, get ready to learn, and get ready to grow.
What's up, everyone? So today what we're talking about is the hero's journey. So hero's journey is pretty much a philosophy that was created by a guy called Joseph Campbell. Now, Joseph Campbell went around the world studying tribes and the stories that storytellers would tell the tribes and pass down to generation. And even though, for example, like the American Indians and the African people from Ghana, Nigeria, or whatever it may be, they all had similar stories, even though it would have been impossible for them to know. And that's what he realized, is that holy wow, like every story or that's ever been told has the same sequence because it's relative to our own lives. So there are about 10 to 12 different sequences of the hero's journey that happens in every single movie and every single story, and that's why we have such a connection to it. So our lives is in itself is just a huge hero's journey, and inside our life there's many hero's journeys through it all. So for example, like we call it the start, the Groundhog Day. So Groundhog Day happens, and then you're like, I don't really like this. Then what happens is that you see a new world. You're like, oh wow, that looks really cool. It could be a sport, it could be a weight loss thing, it could be a new job career. When you're waiting in traffic and you hear it on the radio and you're like, wow, I'm gonna do this. And then so you experience a new world, and then what happens after that is that you get a call to adventure, and usually you'll reject the call 3 times until finally you pick up that phone call and you call about the job vacancy or the gym trial or whatever it may be. And then after that, what you do is that you go and you meet the mentor. That's another sequence of the hero's journey. So it's kind of like in Star Wars when when Luke Skywalker met Obi-Wan Kenobi or met Yoda. That's kind of the meeting of the mentor. And then what happens after that is that you have to cross the threshold. So you actually have to decide if you're going to do this for the long term, and then there's the test of allies and enemies. So you kind of find out that if if you're going to really change and or not. That's crossing the threshold and actually seeing your circle of influence, like who actually has your back and who doesn't. Then after that, you have the approach. You get ready for the final test, and then the final test is the ordeal, and then you get to get the reward, and then after that you can have the elixir and you can give back to others. So that's how the journey works. That's how the hero's journey works. So it's really interesting studying this because you're like, oh, you can be like, okay, I'm at this stage of the hero's journey, and this is why it's happening. And it gives you feedback and reassurance that this is just a part of the journey. Cool, team. So I hope that was helpful. Until next time.